Another constant heathen now sitteth in the seat that is comfort, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in this Lord I say, I did it sunrise and sundown. Him I go day like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in the season. Him live never I go wither, and whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yay! The heathen them now there, so them be like a chop with the wind driven away. Therefore the heathen them never go stand upon judgment of the sinner man them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God judge. Never the way of the righteous and the way of the sinner man them always and always I will perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Jah! Kadama we groma beate la higzag beer tanaista lina bashante shante shante shante. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we would only do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. We must apologize for the late start of the show. Technical errors and problems, left, right, and center. But we are getting through all these one after the other. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and I'm most excited to be with you. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Please pick up the numbers and do business with us. Most importantly, please share the link so many more people can see the broadcast. It's the Black Pot. Today we have only 4 stories to share with you. And I promise, one more time, we're going to be very fast with it, yet we shall not compromise the quality of the broadcast. It is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk RASTA. Now, the very first issue we are looking at today is rolling on the screen. Watch it, man. It says, Akufo-Addo family in huge corruption scandal. Wow. Right now, according to former President John Dramani Mahama, corruption in Ghana has become so rife and so rampant that journalists have lost interest in reporting this. Almost every time, my brother, my sister, this is what happens night and day. Every day, we see a lot of corruption around, to the point that we have totally lost interest in reporting corruption. My brother, my sister, former President John Dramani Mahama, that's what he said. Now, if you look at what he said, you would be tempted to say you want to look at it twice. And when you succeed in looking at it twice, you will know that it's nothing but the truth. One scandal here, one scandal there, 2 scandals the following week, 4 scandals the next week, and it looks like journalists have totally lost interest in reporting this thing that is so rampant. Now today, we are told that the Akufo-Addo family itself is engaged in a corruption scandal. What is this corruption scandal that the first family is pinpointed in? This is from Ghana Web, and it says Akufo-Addo's family linked to shady 812 million, that is 812 million American dollar, alleged corruption in Ghana gas deal. And this guy here is called Edward Bauer, and he's a member of parliament for Bongo. His full name is Edward Abambire Bauer. This is a serious allegation. What does he say? Now, the member of parliament for Bongo, Edward Abambire Bauer, has raised serious concerns about an alleged corruption arrangement involving the National Gas Company Limited and the Gas Gathering Company Limited, TGGL. Now, according to the co-spokesperson on the NDC's manifesto on energy, the $812 million deal involves the construction of the Atrabo Gas Processing Plant Train 2, that's GPP 2, under a build, co-own, cooperate, and transfer agreement. He said the deal, which lacks transparency, appears to be part of a grand scheme to bypass scrutiny and secure the approval of the Public Procurement Authority, PPA, through a restricted tendering process. It has come to light that the Ghana National Gas Company Limited is preparing to engage in a questionable and opaque arrangement with the Gas Gathering Company Limited, a company hastily incorporated on March 15, 2022, to oversee the construction of the Trabo Gas Processing Plant Train 2. This $812 million American project, set under a build, co-own, cooperate, and transfer (BCCT) agreement, is shrouded in concerns about transparency and accountability, especially given the glaring avoidance of parliamentary scrutiny, Mr. Bauer said in a statement. Most troubling is the structure of the Special Purpose Vehicle, TGGL, which reveals an alarming level of influence from President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's family. Now, the SPV includes Axela Ghana Limited, 300,000 shares, John Moore International Limited, 25,000 shares, and the Intels Group, 175,000 shares. The President's family company. Wow. That's it. My brother, I have never seen a government that seems to be shrouded in so much corruption like this government. The President's daughter is fingered in some corruption deal. Her baby father is involved in it. Every now and then, we hear things. The other day, we heard about the painting of some walls in Accra, just like Mohammed's bus Brandon, that ended up sacking the minister. My brother, my sister, what did we see? They said the contract had been given to a hand-picked person from the family of the president. No mean person than the daughter of the president herself. Well, she came out to deny whatever it was. But my brother, my sister, Pandey still believe that she had a hand in it. My brother, it looks like this is a government of a kind of system that can fit and merit lootocracy. They are here to loot, steal, plunder, and go away. By their actions, many shall die. It's sad. Look at Sir John, who stole a lot of pieces of land whilst he was the forestry boss. In his will, when he died that miserable death, he wrote that he had given the stolen land to some people forever and ever. The abysmal performing lands minister, Jinapo, came and told us, my brother, my sister, that they were going to investigate it and that nobody had the right to own any land in a forest reserve. But today, what do we see? Akunta is mining in forest reserves, as we were told. So many people are doing this kind of dirty job. Today, we are told that the president himself is involved in a certain scandal. I have heard too many scandals, and I can never lose interest because it has Ghana in that. If we sit down for one government or a group of people to loot and destroy the nation, when the roof of the nation is falling down, it doesn't fall down in space, it falls on our own heads. It's time for us to stand firm. Investigate some of these things. Whoever has to take the bullet must take it. Whoever has to go to jail must go to jail. The wanton corruption that we have in this country is no more a joke. It's terrible. The youth have lost hope in their own country. They are running out of the nation, going to so many different countries. They don't care where they go. My boss called me today at the office, and she told me, Blakk Rasta, the youth of the nation have lost interest in the nation. Now they don't care where they go. Afghanistan, they go. Croatia, they go. They are not interested in staying in this country. Some are going to Russia to help the Russians throw bombs on Ukraine. Some of them are in Ukraine, being shot and killed. They don't care. After all, if they are killed in a foreign land, it's better than dying in their own country that is full of hopelessness. When a nation descends this low, then you know that the leaders have let the nation down. Corruption, $812 million American dollars. And according to the MP, Edward Abambire, the MP for Bongo, the president's family is involved in this dangerous plutocracy. What do you think? My brother, is this a government you can trust? Can we trust these people? Yet they say they want to break the AIDS. My brother, my sister, we have to keep on praying for Ghana. Prayer alone would not do it. We have to also sit and fight to liberate our people. It's the Black Port, aka Koko Shonamo, where we speak truth to power. Shall we look at the next story? Electricity boss resigns under pressure. Please, there's a D in under. UNDER. Fix it. Electricity boss resigns under pressure. For some time now, we've been talking about this man here called Mahama Dubik. Mahama Dubik was the man who was running the electricity company of Ghana. Bring him here. Let me see his photograph. Please, you have not spelled under properly. UNDER. UNDER. Please pay attention. UNDER. That is what it is. And give me the photograph of Mahama Dubik. He just resigned. In fact, my brother, Mahama Dubik has been doing the work, the dirty work of the NPP. The Electricity Company of Ghana got to its lowest in this man's reign. That's Mahama Dubik. He's done some good things, but he's done some really terrible things as well. We have had the chance to praise him on this show and also to take him to the gallows right here on this show. This is Mahama Dubik. He has had enough, so he's decided to go. Now, Dumso has started in Ghana. That is why these days, every now and then, Dumso, we are unable to come your way. The lights are going on and off. And this man is taking all the flack. Remember, in election year, they gave us nothing but Dumso. And Gabi Asari-Ochodaku had to come out and say, oh, you've kept the light on all this while. Why is it that in election year, this light is going off? It's because the government is broke. They cannot do the electricity thing anymore. And Mahama Dubik, we hear, he's also a spendthrift, blowing money left, right, and center. I was told that he gathered some of his people at electricity. They flew all the way to Dubai and some other countries just to chill. When they have their parties, it's like they are having a nationwide fanfare. They blow money. According to some workers that I spoke with who work under this man. My brother, electricity workers are not happy with Mahama Dubik. Dumso has started. And this is Graphic Online, our national communicator right here in Ghana. Power outages due to gas supply issues. Gridco and ECG apologize. And ECG is where Mahama Dubik was the boss. Now, the Ghana Grid Company Limited, Gridco, and the Electricity Company of Ghana have issued a joint public notice explaining the recent power supply disruptions affecting parts of the country. In a statement released on September 25, 2024, the two agencies attributed the outages to challenges at Ghana National Gas Company's gas processing plant in Atuabo, which has caused a reduction in gas supply for power generation. Gridco and ECG have apologized for the inconvenience caused, assuring the public that engineers are working actively to resolve the issue and restore full gas supply. We apologize unreservedly for the inconveniences caused to the public as a result of the challenge, the statement read. The agencies are closely monitoring the situation and express optimism that normal power supply will soon resume under the problem. Once the problem at Atuabo plant, the Atuabo plant is addressed. Dash it away. I was at Atuabo on Friday evening, and I went to see things for myself. Atuabo is doing so well, producing gas and flaring a lot of gas. You know what it means to say flare? Get me a photograph of a flaring. Yeah? Gas flare. Gas flare is F-L-A-R-E. Gas flare. And I'll show you exactly what it is. Now, Atuabo produces a lot of gas to the point that it's not able to store all the gas that it produces. So it has to burn some of it away. Just waste it. The technical word for wasting gas is flaring it. So when you go to a Atuabo, you see a fire furnace, and there's always this fire burning on top of it. It's flaring. It's burning out the gas for free. Now, when you produce gas, there are some other gases that come that you might not need immediately, but they are valuable. If you had a storage, you could keep that and use that to do something else or even sell. But at Atuabo, they flare the gas. So there's a furnace there. Every time you go there, 24 hours a day, in fact, 25 hours a day, you will see the furnace blaring. You know, the flame is on. And the danger is that pollution in the area is rife. 2, birds and insects are attracted to the fire at night. When insects see the light, they think it's ordinary light. When birds see the light, they think it's ordinary light. So they fly towards it and they get burnt. That is gas flaring. My brother, my sister, this is it. So when you go to Atuabo, this is what you see. The furnace is there, big, flaring. This is gas that is being burnt. They are unable to store the gas. So if you have too much gas that you cannot store, I am wondering how come now you are short of gas. Because just 4 days ago when I was in Atuabo, the flaring was still going on. It means you have too much gas. How come we have too little gas to be able to give us energy? We used to depend 100% on the Akufo-Addo Dam. With the arrival of Atuabo under the great President John Evans Atta Mills, and we had Bua, Honorable Kofi Amabua, as the energy minister at the time of John Dramani Mahama. They were able to build this Atuabo gas plant. There's a whole documentary on this that we'll bring up later. My brother, if you have too much and you are wasting some of the gas, how come we have too little to produce energy for us? I can't understand. It's a paradox. But that is what is happening. Now the boss himself, Mahama Dubik, sat down and probably realized that, no, I cannot be part of it. And I hear there's a scandal. The same gas scandal that we talked about. My brother, my sister, involving the president and his family. And Mahama Dubik feels so embarrassed about this. He needs to walk out. He has decided to resign. ECG boss Samuel Dubik Mahama resigns. Now the managing director of the Electricity Company of Ghana, Samuel Dubik Mahama, has resigned. He is leaving the position after 2 years in office as managing director of the main electric power distributing company in Ghana. He has handed over his resignation letter to the board of the ECG and gave 2 weeks' notice. A source has confirmed to Graphic Online that Mr. Mahama cited personal reasons for the resignation and thanked the board for the working relationship and opportunities leading ECG. Well, ECG offered some grammatical errors there. Dash it away. In fact, he became a villain at ECG. I can say that a lot of the workers didn't like him. Some of them said his qualification had nothing to do with electricity and power supply, but they put him there. And he was a very wonderful Baumia boy. From the grapevine, he's so close to Baumia. Therefore, he became untouchable. He became the golden boy of electricity. Anytime they needed money, they had a way of passing through there and taking some money, while Dumso went on, killing many in the hospitals and much more. I think he has had enough. He thinks that a name that is good is better than riches. I pray that all our politicians understand that a good name is better than riches and go for a good name by performing so well to be able to impact our nation. But the man says he's living because of personal reasons. It's shameful, very shameful that you will say that. A government officer. We, the people of Ghana, employed you. We are paying you for our money. If you are living, you must tell us why you are living. Under no circumstances should a public servant leave and comes to tell us that it's for personal reasons. Are you crazy? If you're working with a private company, you could tell them that I'm leaving. Privately reasons, personal reasons. But a government official, you owe us an explanation. It's an escapist way of telling us that you are leaving. Tell us why you are leaving. We want to know. Dubik Mahama, I told you a long time ago, if you realize the government is going to embarrass you, death before dishonor, leave. I'm glad you listened to me. A good name is better than riches. They have used you, abused you, and refused you. It's time now for you to sit back and try to gain back your name. I pray you are able to do that. You have been used. You sat down there and watched so many people go down. Greed of politicians made the whole system go down. That's you know. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Akufo-Addo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we'll be taking your messages. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Akufo-Addo.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Akufo-Addo, and here we speak truth to power. Next story, my youth. Now the next story has to do with water, right? It looks like very soon Ghana is going to start importing water into the country. Am I sure? Are we sure? Galamsey has a big say in our development in this nation. Ghana to start importing water. Am I the one saying this? Remember I told you this a couple of years back, that a time will come when we will import water. And that will show how stupid we are as a people. To allow a few idiots to go out and cause mayhem. And when there is a backlash, we all, even those who did not enjoy from their dirty business, will go down. So for a man to sit back and watch another man do something that will kill all of us is a fool. For instance, if we all sit in a room and a man comes in and starts cutting the only pillar that is holding the roof, will we all sit down and watch him? If yes, then that means we are idiots. True? It's the same thing Galamsey is doing. You sit back and watch your own brethren and sisters destroy the land, and you are expecting another person to come and stop the person. The roof is about to collapse on your head. You don't see this as a problem. Even if it's a problem, it's somebody's duty to stop or solve this problem. What kind of a human being are you? While we all sat here, we watched a few greedy idiots go out there. They even brought foreigners in to show how stupid we are. Foreigners came in the country in their numbers, helped these people destroy the land, take up all the gold and diamond to their countries, whilst we sat back here thinking that we're getting money to be rich. Today, the backlash is here. Who is talking? Who is this man? Do you know him? Ghana may soon import water for local medicines due to Galamsey, and that's illegal mining. Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana talking. Now, the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, PSG, has issued a warning concerning the potential importation of water to sustain local pharmaceutical production in the country if the issue of Galamsey is not tackled immediately. Did you hear that? You know, Ghana produces medicines, paracetamol, quinine, artisanal, artesunate, all the nols and whatever. They produce all that here. They are telling you that the kind of water they are getting now, they can't use that to produce medicine. They may have to go out and import. And if they import the water, the price of paracetamol will move from 1 cedi to 10 cedis. Right now, you have a headache. You can't buy any medicine. You will sit with your headache until your head is chopped off. It's sad, isn't it? It's very sad. PSG noted that environmental degradation from Galamsey has made water treatment for local pharmaceutical production increasingly expensive, which has led to the high cost of medicines in the country. CityNewsroom.com has reported. The warning was issued during the Society's 2024 annual general meeting, where it highlighted the severe impacts of Galamsey on water bodies and the rising cost of water treatment for manufacturing purposes. Dash it away. Dr. Samuel Kwaudonko. Dr. Samuel Kwaudonko. He's the president of PSG. That's him. He's telling us that very soon, apart from importing toothpicks, matches, this is a country that imports everything. Sanitary pads, cotton buds for their ears and their noses and wherever they have holes. We import everything. Soon we'll import air because we pollute all our air. And other countries would have to give us air. Soon we would have to walk with gas, masks on our faces to be able to survive because of a stupid few and the stupid wise ones who are sitting there watching them do all this. Somebody told me the other day, but the gold is in the ground, and if they don't remove it, I be go there, I go waste. Say, it's not about removing the gold, it's about the aftermath. Are you happy about the Galamsey pictures we see? Are you happy about the Galamsey pictures you see? Look at this. Look at the pot-bellied man standing there. He's the boss, telling them to dig deep. Look at these people. A lot of them die in collapse pits. When they dig like this, they leave it like that. When it rains, children think it's a swimming pool. They jump into it and they drown. Is that why Galamsey should go on? They use dangerous chemicals. And those chemicals seep into the ground and make the ground barren. Nothing grows here. It's been poisoned. It will take 25 years and more to be able to restore this land to its normals. So your plants are not growing. That's where you get your medicines and your food from, your relaxation. Now, places that used to be forest now are all sakura. Children are born with teeth. Some children are born with 4 eyes. Some with just 1 eye on top of the forehead. All because of some of these things. And a dumb guy in the government told me the other day, oh, yeah, but if we stop Galamsey, the economy will collapse. Collapse the economy and let the human beings live. Which is more important? I don't know why human beings are so interested in destroying the land. Everybody's running after gold. Why don't you go for the green gold? Green gold is green. Plants and animals. You restore the value of the land. At the same time, when the plants are all over the place, you reap some good food. But no, they want something that will sell quickly and make so much money. They are not ready to invest in their own health. Dash it away. So you'll be drinking water from Norway. Some of you will drink water from Iceland. A lot of you will be proud to drink water from England. My name is Blakk Rasta. When we return, your messages will be read. Hey! Hi! Wayo!
Skipper George. Blackpot. Coco show man.
All right. So let's look at the messages. Send your messages in. Let's see. Through your brains, through your heads, through your minds. Okay. So this one is coming from Facebook. George Don Scary says, fire Blakk Rasta. Ahmed Hussein says, Black. Zion Genesis says, say it loud. Oklete. Francis Namwa says, respect. All right. Ghana Sawa says, Black. Really love you. Most of the journalists follow them, Abeli. Kisi Isaac says, I saw a coup of Ghanaians at India High Commission. India, Ish. Very soon they will return dancing like in a chili. They will eat chapati. Ghana Sawa comes back to say, Black, keep firing them. I wonder these dirty government people still follow them. Such a Emmanuel is on YouTube and he says, welcome, King. One boy says, we are live here. Come here. Wayo. Blakk says, hi, sir. Please, good evening. Please, did you mime at Nkrumah Fest? Wow. Mime in pa. Mime in pa. I like that question. Okay. So at Nkrumah first, I was supposed to give a speech. Listen, speech. And then, just before the speech, the organizers came up to me and said, oh, you know, there are a lot of dignities here. If you can turn the speech into a performance. I said I perform with a band, so I will not be able to perform because my band was not there. You know, no instruments, nothing. Well, the best I can do is to give a cappellas. Say, okay, if that will entertain the people, why not? So, oh, the DJ has your music, he will play the music. I said, nah, I do not mind. So when I came in, I picked up the microphone and I sang, Kwame Nkrumah, woy, why did you leave so soon? I miss you so. When we are go see you again. Just as I was getting into the next song, the DJ started to play Barack Obama. Nobody asked him to do that. He just dropped it. Just as I waved my hand to ask them to cut it off, the whole crowd went, way, way. It would have been very disappointing to say, cut it off. So I sang a little bit of it, about a minute, and I pulled it out. And I went back to my a cappella. And that a cappella was what made the day. Mr. President, why you dey lie so? Before election, you tell me you be in jail. When you sick, you run go a London. When we sick, we die for Kolebo. Mr. President, why you wicked so? Tell me how you dey sleep at night. Oh. See them a come, them coming like an angel. But them a thief, them no say them a thief. Mr. President, you coming like your savior. But you a thief, you no say you a thief. Thief President, why you thieving so? Thief man, why you thief so? The people they must suffer, but you don't care so. Thief man, why you thief so? And I said, thank you, and left. So if you ask me whether I'm mimed or not, I really don't know what to tell you. But my performance was just an a cappella. I performed for about 4 minutes, 15 or 17 seconds. And I did 3 songs. First song, Kwame Nkrumah, DJ dropped it. I didn't ask for that. The DJ just felt that, oh, Blakk Rasta is here. Let's welcome him with Barack Obama. And then they played. I cut it off and I went into the next song. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind. I like to play the real thing. Stanley Opari says, we are airborne. Oh, Blakk, you see, still talking about miming. So the following day was the real concert. And I went on stage and played live. So if you heard the sound so clean and nice, I wasn't miming. I was singing live and the band was playing. If that's what you're asking, there was no miming. I played live. I performed twice, you know, the first day and the second day. Stanley Opari says, we are airborne. Gosway Jata says, Blakk, welcome. Can you let your technicians check on the volume for us? Because if we connect it to the system, the volume is very low. Okay, so technicians, there's a complaint that the volume, maybe I should adjust the volume of my microphone. Let's see. All right, should I adjust? Let me adjust it and see if it will be okay. Is it high enough? Is it good? It's good enough, right? All right. So please let me know. I just increase the volume of the microphone. If it's too bad, you let me know so I reduce it. Yeah? Bro Banks says, why come here. You think say you be wise. All right? All right? Is it okay? Okay, man. Yes. Yes. Is that all we have? Grace Saki says hi. I say hi back, Grace. Ziblin Mohammed says, big up Blakk Rasta. And Mohammed says, peace. Champion of Forest says, salute the soldier of the airwaves. Gosway Jata says, we are listening live in Kumasi. Come here. Wayo. Richard Amalifo says, good evening, Mr. Blakk. I trust by the grace of the Almighty God and the ancestors of our beloved country, you are doing great and marvelous. Yes, I am. Amali for Richard says, you are too vocal and loud in disgracing these corrupt and thieving politicians. God bless you and keep you safe. Salute. All right. We have more messages. All right. Maso send the messages in. We're going to take the last statement and we'll be done. Dash it away and let's go on. So the next story we are looking at is another story that's about to blow your mind. Watch the story. You know what it says? It's a story that I need you to open your ears and listen to, your eyes as well. Lunatic protesters lashed. Protesters. Who is lashing them? He was a teacher in Cape Coast. So the teacher is always holding his cane everywhere. This is the man. He's lashing some lunatic protesters. Who are they? Run the story. Look at it. Police people are arresting some lunatic protesters. And this man is talking about them. You can see somebody held by 6 policemen. One man. One man has put his leg behind him. He's going to fetch him down. We voted for service, not opulence. My God. Such lunatic conduct of yours shouldn't be tolerated. Kwame Duncan slams democracy, help protesters. All right? So former Central Regional Minister Kwame Duncan has vehemently condemned the democracy help demonstrators over their protests within the enclave of 37 military hospital. So protesters here has not been spelled properly. The O in protesters should be E, so T-E-R-S. Yes, a lot of people are watching this show, including people in the lower class. They need to learn correct spelling. Now the demonstrators who had trooped into the streets in their numbers engaged in violent acts that compelled the police to arrest over 30 of them. They arrested 30 people. And the arrested persons have been arraigned before court, including my own good friend, Deportee. Deportee, Malan Idi, has also been arrested. They were apprehended for blocking the road leading to the hospital and other places, removing keys in a police vehicle, and throwing those keys away without provocation, destroying properties, and engaging in other acts of vandalism. Addressing the issue during Peace FM's Kokroko show, Kwame Duncan described the demonstrators' behavior as lunatic, quoting some portions of the Constitution that negate their conduct. The former minister said the people decide to embark on a demonstration and display an act of lunacy, and we are being told the proposition is that we should look at the main cause, why they went to the streets. My goodness. You decide that a registered political party's billboard, while doing your demonstration, you decide to break them down, destroy them. Quick, flip the page, You decide that you are demonstrating, so you will block the road, and that people are the road that people are using to their homes and to the hospital for medical treatment. And the proposition is that we should be discussing this matter. We should not be discussing this matter. We should rather focus on why you went to the streets. But who tells you that what they said was driving them to the streets was what drove them to the streets? Who tells you? What drove them to the streets is what we saw, is the conduct. That's it away. Kwame Duncan is not a man that I agree with a lot of the times. I am tempted to believe in some parts of what he's saying and side with him. There was vandalism. I saw videos of protesters blocking the road and stopping cars from getting access to the hospital. And even when motorists begged them that they needed to go to the hospital, they were sick, they refused. They told them to go round. That's lunacy. You can't do that. You can demonstrate. the lunatic behavior of the other guy who went in there and pulled the keys from the police car. It's the police car for the Akufo-Addo. You pull the keys out and throw the keys away. And when they are taking you to court, you are raising your hand in shackles that you are being victimized. Victimized on what? We can demonstrate. Let's go out and demonstrate. Hot demonstration. Look at the Arab Spring demonstrations. They were so massive on the streets, they destroyed nothing. At the end of the day, they toppled governments. But for us, anytime there's a demonstration, it means we should go out there and loot shops like it happened in Kenya. We should go out and destroy and block roads. I support the demonstration. I wish it could happen 6 million times. I don't support the violence. The same things you are destroying is our money that was used to build that. People are sick, they are going to the hospital, you block the road and tell them to use the other way. Do you have respect for emergency and health? I know there were just a few people who were engaged in that. A lot of the people arrested claim they are innocent. I wasn't there. I don't know what they did and how they were arrested. But my brother, my sister, this government has lost it. It's a dirty government. It's more lunatic than the lunatics who went on the streets. If I could answer Kwame Duncan, dash it away. I'm about to go. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you and I love you. Today, we don't want to take too much time because the time has already been swallowed. Our numbers are rolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love you. I'm only for riches. Said, please, Blakk, can you please give me a freestyle of the thief president? I think I just gave you. Okay, so I'll give you verse 1. I see the people crying every day. Oh, them want food, them can't find. I see the youth looking for a job oh, every way, and them can't find. Mr. President, him just belly full. Oh, in a mean family, them no suffer. Oh. Suffer, suffer, the poor man they suffer. Oh. Suffer, suffer. Rich man know they suffer, hey, suffer, suffer. The poor man they suffer, oh. Suffer, suffer. Rich man know they suffer. Like, see them a come, them coming like an angel. But them a thief, them no say them a thief. Mr. President, you coming like your savior. But you a thief, you no say you a thief. Thief president, why you thieving so? Thief man, why you thief so? The people they must suffer, but you don't care so. Thief man, why you thief so? Chapter 4 says more fire. Labisa says the president and his family have made stealing look normal and no more surprising to Ghanaians. Mr. President, him just belly full. Him and him family know they suffer. Yes, he quoted it right. Mr. President, him just belly full. Oh. Him and him family, them no suffer. Oh. Suffer, suffer. Poor man, they suffer. Oh. Suffer, suffer. Rich man, know they suffer. Lie, lie. Is that? Amenyavi. Stephen says, can you imagine? Sabbath freedom. Says, keep the good work. Vim. Ibra. Kadabra. Says, the Kuchoko king, more fire. Amenyavi Stephen comes back to say, we are endangered by this menace, but the rich and hypocrites can't see. All right? Well, I want to say thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. It's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonem, where we speak to truth to power. God bless you. It's yet another day. Hey! Why? Why?